the most tense fights, and the most thrilling chases. Only one can leave the ring alive. Tune in to today's video, When Animals Messed with the Wrong Opponent, and predict the outcome with WOWTV. Did you see who attacked the Drake Mallard? This prairie falcon. The pregnant rhino struggles, trapped in the waterhole. The situation became worse when 3 lions showed up. The showdown began. And the weak one a few minutes ago became the pursuer. The second contestant steps into the ring for an intense MMA match. Uh-oh, no more fights now. Taunting dogs is a hobby of mischievous monkeys. Karma strikes right on cue. In underwater battles, the one disarmed of their weapon is the loser. Hey, is there anything to eat? Stay away from me, you stinky animal! Oh, alright. I'll just have it all to myself then. The wolves are always sensitive to their territory, ready to chase away any intruders. It gets tough when the opponent is a fierce and bloodthirsty beast, though. A jaguar's strength is 3 times that of a giant otter. But in this situation, the jaguar might... Oh no! No beast can't be defeated. To live harmoniously, don't bother others. But sometimes others deliberately bother you. Stop! Police here! The troublemaker deserves to be punished. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes. The zebra was unlucky to fall into a battle. Instead of giving up, it fought back and reached safety on the shore.
What is this rabbit doing?
That's the question on my mind and many viewers watching the video. What did the snake do to make the rabbit so angry? The bears in the movie fight for ideals and power. In reality, their embodiment fights for a garbage bag.
Don't touch me.
The elephant seal was furious when he saw his wife cheating. A battle for honor between men was fierce. In the end, the homewrecker had to retreat in shame. Give up, buddy. That fish is poisonous. Is that so? The distance between the lion pack and the baby elephant was so close that the mama elephant couldn't stand it. The owl couple only took a second to catch the intruder. The venom of a jellyfish is so strong that it can kill many giant fish, but there are still some immune ones. A delicious meal is no less than a spaghetti. Only hunting small prey, this was the first time the serval met a formidable opponent. The snake's ferocity threw it off, but the cat's instincts kicked in, starting to gain the upper hand. However, that was not enough to win.
May I help you? Like, do we got a problem? You looking at?
Jim.
Hey bro, we'll take advantage of its sleeping to hunt without wasting energy. When you're craving food, but your stomach has other plans. A crocodile ventured into shark territory, and it seems that it was not welcome there.
Oh, 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 that got its chomp.
The puma acted before the guanaco herd realized. It was cruel, but this time there was no miracle to help the guanaco escape from the claws of the skilled hunter. Relying on their large numbers and strength, the pack of wild dogs dared to bully the old and weak lone lion. They were unlucky to mess with the skilled hunter who had 15 years of experience. Death emerges from the ground. Despite lacking eyes or a brain, the bobbit worm accurately pinpoints its prey. The collision happened and immediately the security team was present. Not achieving their goal, the troublemaker went crazy and switched to attacking the pheasants. Sleep doesn't come easy with this annoying mate. Maybe the giraffe needs to move to another place. The war in the animal world always has unimaginable twists. The spoils are yours, but a few minutes later, they'll belong to someone else.
Hey!
Those who annoy others will get a lesson. Tempted to dethrone the rhino and become the horned king, the buffalo charged hastily, only to witness the staggering difference between the two. You surely don't want to miss the hand-to-hand fight between two heavyweights. Enjoy watching the grappling, astounding locks, and vote for your favorite fighter below.
Oh my god.
But the Impala just ran right.
Yes, Elliot on the way.
The flawless defense strategy of the fish army protected them against the sharp beak of the heron. Just fooling around while Dad was busy cleaning, the baby gorilla learned a lifelong lesson. The cheetah must be very confused because its ancestor had never talked about this strange creature. Seeing the wildebeest being chased by the hyenas, can you guess how the buffalo will react? This isn't a hero animal video, which means the wildebeest had to face another enemy. Try counting how many seconds it took for the leopard to switch from resting to fighting. Despite being the apex predator, the open ocean isn't a safe place for this shark. When animals get furious, they can turn any place they pass through into a battleground. Obviously, the unlucky shop owner didn't hope for this. Sometimes just a mocking look can lead to a big conflict. And the instigator turns out to be a coward who flees. Stay away from turtles, guys. I'm warning you with all my painful experience.
Get your ass down.
I told ya! Don't worry, a normal bunny can lose to a snake. But a mama rabbit fighting for her child never gets defeated. In the survival on water, this crab escaped the eel. But its friend, who collided with the octopus, wasn't as lucky.
These three lions knew they'd made a mistake in trespassing into hippo territory. Don't provoke a donkey. Nothing beats cats. It was completely unafraid of a bear much larger than itself. The wind turns sometimes, and it's good to note that it is not always the same ones who are the victims. The lunch today was so hard and difficult to swallow, said the crocodile. Okay, it's time to give up.
Who's the loser now?
Lucky doggo, the monkeys didn't drag him into the forest. What a troublesome hippo, the elephant said.
Boom.
An inconclusive battle of cows and buffaloes happened in the presence of thousands of spectators. This is just a big cat frightened by a tiny house cat.
Huh?
This bird was attracted to a spider, but it didn't know that this was a trap. Farm animals gathered together to protect the chickens from the hawks.
Buffaloes are not naturally aggressive animals, as long as fools don't charge in for a direct attack.
Oh my goodness.
The mongoose is the real enemy of snakes.
Armor and steel-like claws couldn't help the crab in this fight. Thanks to the strategy of attacking and using venom, the victory belonged to the octopus assassin.
These two bunnies were having a fight because one of them ate the last carrot. This sheep was determined to teach the young bull how to headbutt.
The excitement added to hunger led to a wrong decision for the jungle lord. At first, he had an advantage over it. But then his mom told him to protect his child, and he failed.
The squirrel escaped from the hawk's claws and returned to its banquet table without fear. A fierce confrontation between domestic pigs and wild boars.
In the harsh natural world, catching prey doesn't always mean success. Even though the prey dropped, the fight between the two big cats was still far from over.
What is going on?
Hold on, little.
A brave baby elephant completed its first lesson, scaring 2 crocodiles away. Give back my food, giant camels, said the goat.
Wearing an impenetrable armor, the porcupines can repel any foe daring to approach them. The seagull's act of robbery made the sea lion angry. Breaking into the porcupine's enclosure and daring to provoke the homeowner. The gibbon had an embarrassing moment in front of the entire WOWTV audience.
Not afraid of godlike opponents, only afraid of pig-like teammates.
That's so cool.
This chase made the donkey very excited, and he was ready to play with the tiger all day long. With deadly venom, the black mamba is the most dangerous species on the planet. However, that biological advantage disappeared when it faced a mongoose with an immune capability. This was the moment to prove that rhino horns could defeat any species daring to challenge them.
Zelfs wel de meest intelligente foto die we hebben. Met de hond.
At the bottom of the ocean, sharks will probably always be the winners. And on land, I'm not sure. The rhino doesn't like anyone who gets in its way. Don't be afraid. Come down here. I won't eat you. Do you think I was born yesterday?
I'll show you who's boss.
And now let's enjoy the Muay Thai match between cats and monkeys.
The cat's fun too.
The rat. None of you seem to understand. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. The baboon showed real guts, facing off against the world's apex predator. Sadly, it forgot that lionesses usually travel in packs. The thieves are not the only ones lurking in your house at night. The leopard broke into the living room, but had to retreat because of the two fearless pet dogs. The gentle appearance of the scimitar-horned oryx made the honey badger think that this was an easy target for teasing. Immediately, it had to pay a heavy price. A ground squirrel fell into the green eyes of a cobra, luckily saved by the hero mongoose. And the cobra had to leave in anger.
Fight.
You might not know that cats can be just as good as dogs at guarding the house. Look at how this kitty protected the house from an illegal intruder. The powerful weapon of monkeys is that they belong to the same primate order as humans.
A couple of lions just wanted a drink, but the elephant wouldn't allow it. Perhaps the king was defeated. It's so hard to beat someone who never gives up. This zebra is an example.
The octo did not like anyone coming close to his territory. Despite the difference in size, the small rat still aggressively attacked its foe. However, what it received was not a miraculous victory, but a harsh reality. You win! The lion was so hungry that it dared to confront thousands of sharp horns of the buffalo herd to compete for prey. Even the king of the jungle makes mistakes sometimes. It chose the climbing genius as its prey.
You need to lose weight immediately!
So I get him.
Despite being small and alone, the tegu lizard fought bravely to the end. Just about to enjoy a grand feast, the lion fell into the crocodile's sights. Despite fighting fiercely, it still had to give up the hunting result to the swamp lord. The battles in the animal world always bring unexpected twists that are impossible to foresee. Subscribe to not miss out on the next interesting video. Thank you everyone for exploring the wilderness with WOWTV, and now it's time to share your thoughts.